Let's say you don't even like this president. You don't like a tweet he put out. You don't like a policy of his. You do like the Constitution, right? You do like the Republic, right? Well, we can't allow the left-wing mob to rise up and take control of what's left of our Constitution, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very, very serious about this. This election isn't about trade. It's not even about immigration, even though we're going to fight on the right side of all those issues. This election is about the Constitution, this one that's coming up, because, again, the Democrats have made abundantly clear what they're about. They're about changing the constitutional order and turning this republic inside out. Trump is thoroughly hated by the inside the Beltway crowd. He refuses to do business their way. And the media keep banging on this, banging on this. They don't like the fact that he tweets, and yet they can't get enough of his tweets in order to promote their ratings, promote themselves, and attack the president and try and drag him down. Any half-wit kook with an idea on impeachment or Amendment 25, which we'll get to, is brought in, and it's discussed.
It blows up the deficit, and that means fewer...
Stop. It blows up the deficit? Where was he during the 8 years of Obama, when Obama came with $10 trillion in fiscal operating debt, and he left with almost $20 trillion in fiscal operating debt? Does anybody remember this billionaire, this leftist, opposing Obama because of that? Does anybody? Has anybody heard this guy talk about true, real entitlement reform? Has anybody heard this guy talking about Congress slashing spending? Of course not. He's a big leftist.
In the House, to start an impeachment investigation doesn't depend on sufficient evidence to convict a person of obstruction of justice, but simply on probable cause to believe a president may.
Let's stop. First of all, the professor is a complete moron. You don't need even probable cause that a president has obstructed justice. That's not the test. The test is that he's committed a grievous injury to the Republic or to his office and so forth. As I keep explaining, this is their diatribe, this is where they're headed. They're going to keep grasping onto obstruction of justice because they know what Mueller's doing. Mueller's office is leaking to the media, which is basically the mouthpiece for the liberal Democrats. So what you have here is this circular argument that's going on. And what all these politicians, pseudo-politicians, former politicians, billionaires, what they're all doing is to try to make the case for impeachment. So you think Trump is demented, that he's deranged, that he's unstable, something's wrong mentally, that he's a crook, that he's in with the Russians, that he's got money, he's cut deals with them in his businesses in the past, and he's obstructing justice, and they are clamoring for his impeachment, and this is what they do. This is the big lie. Drip, 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 drip.
For more, sign up for Levin TV.